Hello everybody, welcome to the webinar. Great to have you here. We're going to start in just a couple of moments here. All right, hello everyone, this is Jeremy Jones. Welcome to the webinar. Great to have you here. We're going to cover today the 5 pillars of self-publishing. And go ahead and leave a comment below in the comments section of where you are listening in from, number 1. And number 2, if you do have a book that's out already, I'm going to give you a chance to do a little shout out here and put a link to your book in the comments. All right. If you do that, you're going to see we're going to have a free gift at the end here for anyone that does that and sticks till the end. The free gift is, I'm going to tell you how you can use that book that you've linked up, how to get your ebook, print book, or your business exposed to 16,000 people for free. Alright, so stick to the end and I'm going to share with you how you can do that. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones. Welcome to this training class here, the 5 pillars of self-publishing. That's me and my lovely wife, Claudia there. And a few short years ago, I started a publishing company called Jones Media Publishing to help simplify the self-publishing process. I had started an online podcast where I promoted authors for free, and it was an opportunity for authors, speakers, and coaches to get their business and their message, exposed to thousands of new people. And so through the course of doing that, I developed also an online community called the Book District. And if you are not yet a member of the Book District, I highly encourage you to do so. It's a group and a community for aspiring authors and published experts. A way that you can get more promotion for your book, you can learn cutting edge promotional strategies, you can learn what's happening right now in the marketplace and connect with other people. You can get reviews for your book and promote books that you have and promote books that are coming out. So it's a great community. I always like to start with a great quote as well. So this quote here is, if you procrastinate when faced with a big difficult problem, break the problem into parts and handle one part at a time. Such a great quote, and I believe that you're here on this webinar to learn something about self-publishing. Whether you're publishing your first book or you've got a book that you're just not happy with the results of it, and you take that big difficult problem of, I don't know why this isn't working, let's say, and you break it into parts. Maybe it's the promotion of your book. Maybe it's something else related to the publishing of your book. Well, I'm hoping to uncover one of those small parts that you can handle at a time and offer you some resources and tools that you can use as you progress and move forward. All right, so let's dive right in. Again, if you're not yet a member of the Book District, swing on by there, and that's where you place where if you didn't get your question answered here specifically, go in there. I'm actively engaged in that community. You can get a free book of the month that we are offering there, and also become a request to be a part of the group. Through my entrepreneurial career and working with a lot of authors, speakers, coaches, and entrepreneurs, I've had an opportunity to meet some really incredible people. That's best-selling author Bob Burg, who I've developed a friendship with over the last couple of years. Had him on my podcast several times. Just a great guy. This is me with Brian Tracy through one of my clients' events. I got a chance to meet him. Darren Hardy, the publisher of Success Magazine, just such an awesome guy. Jay Abraham, just a marketing consultant legend. Just such vast knowledge this guy has about marketing is incredible. I've learned some amazing things from this guy. And this is an event that I did with my client there, Joe Polish, and his team. That we did an all-day event, and I got to spend a day with Arianna Huffington, and it was just incredible from the Huffington Post. So just through being in this industry and working with authors and entrepreneurs, I've been able to meet some incredible people. So let me give you a few examples and stories, then we're going to talk about specifically the five pillars of self-publishing. This is an author that we did a publishing package for. He wanted to write a book, didn't know what he was going to write it about, and we used the process that I created called Your Book Blueprint. And it's basically blueprinting out how exactly you use this business to leverage yourself, your business, your career. And he wanted to get into professional speaking, Dr. Steve Polos. Well, he's run a successful dental practice for over 30 years here in Scottsdale, this large, very successful practice. So we worked with him and created this book, Unconventional Success for Professionals, How to Build an Ultra-Successful Professional Practice and Dominate Your Industry. We did a marketing promotion for him, and we got him to #1 bestseller. Now when he goes to do a speaking proposal to speak somewhere, he can say that he is a #1 best-selling author on the topic, and it's great leverage for getting speaking opportunities. Again, Aaron Pearson, he wrote a book on branding. He's just a very, very good expertise in branding and video marketing, and we helped him with this process through the whole book. Did a marketing promotion for him, and we helped him get to #1 bestseller on Amazon within 12 hours. Well, that very same week that he hit bestseller, which he was bestseller all week, he put in a proposal to speak at a conference he's been wanting to speak at, and they said, yeah, because you're a #1 bestseller now, they accepted it, and he got this speaking engagement, and just opened up all kinds of new opportunities for him. Very, very excited for him, and such a great guy. Living Brave is a phenomenal book created by these two co-authors, Hilda Villaverde and Mary Beth Stern. So they interviewed 40 women that have been through traumatic experiences in their life, just these unbelievable transformational stories. This incredible book, and there's 40 women in the book and the two co-authors, and so we did this marketing promotion, which you'll see here in a moment, and got her to #1 bestseller as well. Again, this is Jason Carrick, wrote a book on the transformative effect of youth sports, both for parents and for the kids themselves. Just a great book. He's pursuing more speaking opportunities as well and growing this new business. And he wrote this book while he's part-time writing it, I should say. And we did a marketing promotion for him, and promoted his book, and got him to #1 bestseller as well. I want to focus real quickly here on this one specific book because it's such a good book, and think about this idea that all 40 women in this book are now a best-selling author, or they're in a best-selling book. They've contributed ideas, they've written part of the book, and they are in the book, and so that automatically, so within a 48-hour period of time, we helped over 40 women become a #1 bestseller all at the same time. And I just feel so blessed and humbled, and just very fortunate to have a chance to work with such amazing authors that are sharing these great messages, and that I'm just someone that's there to help them share their message as well. So just an incredible book. Definitely recommend checking it out. So let's cover each of the 5 pillars to self-publishing. All right. Now I want to have you keep in mind, it's not necessarily that each of the 5 pillars are earth-shattering or groundbreaking or just revolutionary. It's that all the pieces work together. If you're to look at a recipe, how to make a cake, it's not that each ingredient is, just this magical thing. It's that the ingredients are the ingredients, and if they're good quality ingredients, they all fit together in the right way. But they also have to be put into the cake in the right order. If you're making a cake, let's say you don't know how to, and you look at the ingredients, there's eggs, there's flour, there's oil, I'm not a master of making cakes by any means, but I'm giving you an example here that you can imagine. It makes a difference of the ingredients, yes. It makes almost the same value of the ingredients, or more, of the order in which you use the ingredients, right? So you have to take a certain number of those ingredients, and you have to blend and mix them together first, and then bake the cake. If you just took a pan, you threw the ingredients in there, you didn't crack the eggs, you just threw them in there, you throw it all together, you bake it, but you don't do the steps of breaking the egg and mixing the thing, it's not going to come out right. So it's a matter of the ingredients, yes, but it's also a matter of the order in which you do the ingredients, if that makes sense. So let's look at pillar number 1, the niche and the market. All right, And we're just going to cover briefly on each one of these, the niche and the market. All right, so important. Initially, when you're writing your book, a lot of people just have an idea, which is great. They have an idea for a book, and they go to their keyboard and they just start writing without planning out anything, without looking for the market and taking a look at the market. And so here's what I mean by that. Look at popular books within this category. Is there already a market for this book? So here's a mistake that a lot of self-published authors make. They think they need to have this earth-shattering idea that is the most revolutionary thing that anyone's ever heard, or they have to have these unbelievable credentials in order for the book to sell. And that is just not the case. Instead of looking at your idea, creating the idea, and then going out trying to find the market, trying to find the people that will buy the book, I recommend you look at it a little bit differently. I recommend that you go into the marketplace on the early stages of your book. On the early stages, go into and look at the niche. Go into and look at the market. And look, is there a market for this book? Go into, there's a website through Yahoo called Yahoo Answers. It's still today fairly popular. A lot of people asking questions on there. There's another place called Quora, Quora. Another place, it's question and answers. You got a random question you want to ask, you go on there, you ask it. Some random person is going to come across that based on the topics that they follow, and they're going to write you, and I've seen a bunch of these as long length answers about answering your random question. And so is the question that people are asking about your book topic, and we're talking about non-fiction books here. If you want to be an expert in a certain category, go and look and see what are people asking about this topic. Is it a popular topic right now? Go and look at best-selling books in your category. If you were to take your book and put it into a certain category, or if you could have your book sit next to any book in the bookstore right now, what book would your book sit next to? And if someone saw that book, they might be interested in your book. If you go into the bookstore and you don't find a market for this particular type of book, I don't know. I'd challenge you to look at a different category to start first. Especially if you're a first-time author, you want to look for a hot market, and a niche that's already popular. Then you put your idea into that niche, and if they're interested in that topic that's already popular, then there's a better chance that they'll find your book, rather than you trying to create a book and then go out and search the world to figure out where these people are. So if you could do that work in advance, I can promise you it will pay off for you, and it'll be entirely worth what you've invested in your time and energy to sit here and listen to this extremely valuable information regarding self-publishing. And I hope you're taking notes right now, because this is good stuff. This is stuff when I first wrote my first book, I wish that I had this information, and I'm giving it to you here now. Number 2 is create. All right, so pillar number 1 is your niche and market. Pillar number 2 is create. That's creating the content of your book. Now that you have a niche and a market that you are going to go after, you see, yep, this is a hungry market that has a need for this information that I have. Here's what I recommend in creating. All right, here's basically the steps that you can go through. Number 1 is to outline your book. Outline all the content that will be in your book first. Once you have that outlined, then set out blocks of time to write draft number 1. Don't worry about editing and all that stuff. Just do draft number 1. You take your outline and you write, and you just basically schedule out your time so that you can, in each segment of time, you already know what you're going to write. Okay, this will dramatically increase the number of words that you write for the time that you have. Otherwise, the time that you write the book will take much longer. And I'll give you this very important insight here, is what will happen, which happens to many authors, is that the book goes nowhere. The book goes nowhere. What you want to do, and here's what I mean by that. A lot of authors will have an idea, they start writing a book without thinking about any of these other things, just start writing the content of the book, and then all of a sudden the doubt creeps in. The doubt creeps in that says, I don't know if anybody's going to read this. I don't even know how I'm going to market this. I don't know if a traditional publisher will pick this up. I don't know how to self-publish. All these doubts will creep up, and you'll have a half-written book that sits on your desktop or in your computer forever. And I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to very strongly have the confidence that there is a market for this book and that readers need this information. If you're writing a fiction book, if you're very passionate about writing a fiction book, look at the market. See, there's other books out there and you say, you know what, I got a great idea that people would love this type of book. If it's a popular market, as you're writing the book, and that's why the ingredients, in the order in which you do the ingredients, are very important. Now when you're writing the book and you have that doubt that says, yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to market this book. Well, you can confidently say in your own mind, there is a market for this book. I know that I can reach those people because if they like this book, they'll like this book that I'm going to write. And so that's why it's so important. Do your draft number 1, all right? Then go into the editing phase. And that's where you look at your own book, do your own editing first before you turn it over to someone else, which I'm going to save you hundreds of dollars in editing right here, just giving you this advice. Then you go through and do your own editing, okay? Edit your own book, make your own revisions. You revise your draft. Once you have a revised draft, you may want to have a proofreader to read through it to make sure it makes sense. That, by the way, is not you. You have been looking at this content for your book for maybe weeks or maybe months, and you want someone that is not you to look at it and give you suggestions. They may say, hey, this whole chapter just doesn't make sense, and allow them to give you that honest feedback, okay? Then after that, you want to make another revision. You revise that, and then you move into your final revision. And then I'd also actually recommend you have a proofreader go through and just look for sentences that are complete, there's no spelling mistakes and stuff like that. You can also have a copy editor go through and just check for a complete flow through the whole book, and that's just a layer of quality for your book. This is the essential parts that you're going to want to have for your book. All right. Number 3, and I'm going to go review on each one so you can see each pillar. Pillar 1, niche and market. Pillar 2, create the content of your book. Pillar 3 is the packaging. This is packaging your book so that it is a quality piece in the marketplace, that it fits into the marketplace. And what we're looking at here is a quality cover and quality interior. First, let's look at quality cover. Oh, this is so important. So if people are just browsing around on your book listing, right, and they see your cover and it looks like it was made with Microsoft Paint or just a cheap program, people are going to automatically assume, especially if they don't know you, that the content of the book is reflective of the quality of the cover, and you don't want that. Make sure you have a quality book cover created so that number 1, it's clear. The quality of the book and the title of the book is clear of the benefit to the reader. Okay, so I'm going slow here because I want you to get this. I really want you to get this for the cover. Is you want the title of the book to the words to be large enough that if the book cover is very small on Amazon, then people can at least see a couple of words in there. Ideally, they can see the whole main title of the book, and it just looks like a good quality cover. Number 2 is quality interior. All right, so we're looking at, for an ebook, the interior of the ebook is the PDF, how it's formatted. That it's formatted quality, so it has a good reader experience. That if the text is way too small, it's going to be very difficult to read. Quality interior for a Kindle book. Kindle has very tricky formatting. You want to get it formatted correctly for Kindle, otherwise stuff jumps all over the place. It doesn't look the way you see it when you put it in there. You want it a quality EPUB file is what they call it, formatted so that your book looks great when it's on Kindle. And then for print books, very, very important. If someone's going to buy a print book and have it sent to them and inside is clunky, it doesn't flow very good, there's no chapter headings, it just looks tacky, it's going to be hard for them to read it. It's going to be a poor reading experience. And remember, you are creating a valuable experience for the reader when they are reading your book. Okay, so quality cover, quality interior. And pillar number 4 is the release of your book. So let's go back here. Pillar number 1, the niche in the market. Pillar number 2 is create the content of your book. Pillar number 3 is packaging your book. Pillar number 4 is the release. The release of your book is looking for, in advance, cross-promotional partners. Who are people that could benefit, the information of your book would benefit them. It's of value to their audience. They like you, they like your message, something like that they are willing to promote your book for you. Look at a book launch team. Gathering a team, a minimum, 10 people, ideally 20 would be better, or more. And this is a team that, like you personally, they have somewhat of a social media presence or an email list or something that they will help support you just for the fact that they like you. Some of them, they don't even need to see the book, they just know that you've got a quality message. Some of them, it's helpful to get them maybe an ebook or review copy in advance that they can read at least a portion of your book to see what the message is about. And then when you're ready to launch your book, they help promote it for you and with you. Next is to schedule the date for your release of your book and then to execute on the plan. And what I mean here is, I see some people that say, yeah, my book release is from May 4th to May 31st. It's this huge window of time. And the way it works best for Amazon to be able to promote is for them to see a spike in sales, a spike in readers, and they will start to promote your book for you. So what you do is you schedule a book release day and time, ideally have a time as well. As an example, my book release is Friday, July 29th at 9 a.m. Eastern. Friday, July 29th at 9 a.m. Eastern. There's no question as to what part of the day that they will promote your book. It's 9 a.m. Eastern on this day. And basically what happens is a bunch of people are all promoting during the same time. Now, if you just give them a day, sure, that's fine. Everybody's promoting on the same day. But they may forget during the day, or they may say, oh, I'll do it later in the day, and then they get it at the end of the day on Friday. Is not a good day to launch a book. In the morning, it's okay. But late in the day, in the afternoon on Friday, we found is not so effective. So there's certain times of the day throughout the week that are better or worse for doing a book launch. So just keep those things in mind. Depends on your audience too. Pillar number 5 is ongoing creative promotion. All right, so let's go through all 5 pillars here. Number 1 pillar, niche and market. Pillar 2, create. Pillar 3 is packaging. Pillar 4 is release. Pillar 5, the final pillar, is ongoing creative promotion. All right, ongoing creative promotion. This is after your book is released. What are creative ways that you can promote your book on an ongoing basis other than saying, hey, buy my book, right? Get creative with it. So here's a couple of ideas. We have a whole slew of creative marketing ideas that we're collecting and building upon, even adding more every single week. Here's some ideas here. First, initially release the ebook. Ebook's available. Then release the Kindle book. Kindle book's available, promote the ebook as well. Now ebook and Kindle are available, promote the paperback, and then inside the paperback say there's also an ebook available, and if you're on Kindle, a Kindle book available. So you can use each type of the distribution of your book to promote the previous type of book that you've released. All right, so that's one idea. After those are released and you hit bestseller, oh, now we're a bestseller. It's available on paperback, ebook, and Kindle. All right. I'll give you some of one of the newer ones that we're putting into place now is after your book is a bestseller, after it's released, let's say that maybe this is a 30-day delay. After the 30 days, you can do a strategic partnership, which if you want to learn more about exactly how to do this, we are getting this completely outlined of how to do promotional partners with like a nonprofit or a charity. Each copy, a certain number of dollars or percentage, goes to the nonprofit. So let's say after your book's released, it's a bestseller, now the sales are starting to taper down. Well, boom, you do a promotion that says, hey, by the way, as of today, each new copy that is purchased, a certain percentage goes to this nonprofit. Well, people are going to see that. They can see, number one, oh, I delayed on buying this person's book. Well, I like that nonprofit as well. I'll buy the book. Or, hey, I've got some gifts I want to buy for somebody. Man, well, it helps the nonprofit as well. I'll buy 3 or 4 or 5 copies because it's helping the nonprofit as well. So you introduce something into your book promotion that's a specific new reason why if they purchase the book, it's new and different. The book stays the same. All right? Create something new, such as videos. So you can create some YouTube videos, and we have a very specific strategy on this as well. If you're interested in this, just reach out to me. But you can create something new, create new videos, a new angle, a new niche that you're talking about, and you market the marketing. See there at the bottom, it's market the marketing. That's what this is doing up here as well. Now that we're a bestseller, you market the marketing of your paperback, your ebook, your Kindle, this new nonprofit thing. You market the marketing of these different things. Well, it's the same thing where is if you start to talk about a new niche, a new market, a new category that this book would apply to, you can create a series of YouTube videos that train and educate. All right, we talk a lot, if you follow my blog here, which we've got a lot of articles on here about education-based marketing. You educate the customers of tools, resources, ideas that they can use, and then promote your book at the end. Say, oh, by the way, and if you'd like more information about this, or this one topic, however you want to do it, is you can go to this website and you can get a copy of my book for paperback, or get a copy of my book on ebook. Or if you're a nonprofit and you would like to raise funds from each copy of our book, please contact us. So it creates new opportunities, right? Is that cool or what? I mean, I get really excited about this stuff because all these different things are doing with the ongoing creative promotion. These are creative ways to help share messages that are absolutely transformational. Ideas in your book that are helpful, that will help make someone's life better, right? In 2016 alone, we've had 7 books that we've worked with to help get to #1 bestseller on Amazon as a direct result of our promotion. And by now I'm sure you can see clearly by being a part of a community, or being a part of getting this information, learning this education and information on a regular basis, working with other credible experts that we have in our community, can help gain new personal and business credibility for yourself, especially with those partnerships and things. And new credibility equals getting new customers, clients, and patients, whatever you call your customers. It just simply, by default, creates new business for you. And a book can be your very best marketing tool, regardless if you give them out for free or resell the book from your website directly. It's a fact. People see published authors as a credible expert. And wouldn't you like to be a part of a community of self-published experts and learning these ideas and new ideas all the time as new platforms come onto the market that can help promote your book and learn some of the best and simplest strategies for your ongoing book promotion so you can drive more sales to your books. And here's how you can participate. This is, by no means, if you feel like you've got a handle with what we covered here, but if you're looking for more, here's how you can participate, or if you're looking to make it happen faster. You click on the website link below, and it'll take you to our monthly membership that we have. It's called the Edge membership, Self-Publishers Edge. And getting started every month, here's what you get. You get a monthly webinar training with some of the most creative promotional strategies that we've discovered using new tools and new resources that we've discovered so that you can promote your books on a regular basis. You'll get new insider information and cutting-edge self-publishing strategies. You'll get all the new tools, tips, and resources that we discover, we make available to you, that we're personally using within our company to promote these best-selling books. And once a month, you'll get a Q&A coaching webinar. So let's say you're promoting your book and you just happen to get stuck on something, right? Well, you can hop on the call and we'll have it as an open, there'll be a training and also an open Q&A, so that you can ask a specific question, or you can have us look at your book listing and say, hey, this is happening, or I'd like to improve this, can you take a look at it? And we can actually give you very strategic feedback on any questions that you have, and a private members only community. There is an investment. Right now, the membership, it is reduced. It's $39 per month. That's less than $10 per week to get these cutting edge strategies. And we are in the process of a pre-launch of this membership right now, and we want to reward those who take action on this. And you can get started today for only $27 per month and get locked into that rate, so that you remain at that rate, as the rate will go up, definitely will go up. So as I promised in the very beginning, here's your bonus gift. Email me a short testimonial about this training, what you liked best, and put a link to your ebook, your printed book, or if you just have right now a business blog or business website at this point, and send me that, and I'll share out to my Twitter followers to help promote you. We've got over, actually it's actually gone up. It's over 16,000 followers. And I'm going to tell you down here, email me at info@askjeremyjones.com, and we'll do that as a bonus gift for you. Again, just email me a short little testimonial about this training, what you liked best, what nugget did you get out of it, what jumped out at you, what was eye-opening for you. Write us a short little testimonial, and be sure to put a link to your ebook, printed book, or a link to your website, and I'll share it out to my Twitter following of over 16,000 followers as a gift for doing that, and as a gift for investing in yourself by watching this entire training. So just click the link below to get started. And keep in mind too, the membership will be going up to $67 per month soon. So get started today and lock in your reduced rate. Just go ahead and click the link below to get started, and I will see you within the community. Looking forward to helping you either publish a new book or help you with the current book that you have. Again, this is Jeremy Jones with AskJeremyJones.com and thebookdistrict.com. Looking forward to connecting with you and seeing how we can help you out, seeing you in the membership. All right, click the link below and get started today. See you there.